My Kickstarter is funded. Hi, welcome to another vlog. I'm Kezia. I run Creations by Kezia, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I've just launched my first Kickstarter and it's been successful. I'm going to put you in a bit of a shady area here. So as you can see, my clothes have changed. The day has changed. Those clips were from Tuesday when the campaign was funded. I was recording for the vlog just to capture the moment. My son was having a danger nap, so I thought, oh, let me try and vlog it. But my friend Angela, who's doing the sweaters, actually called me to confirm it was funded, and I said, oh, I'm thinking of going live, and she was like, do it, I'm coming off the phone now, do it. So I didn't go straight away. I was doing pizza for my son. I almost forgot about it and burnt it. So yeah, I went live, and I think then my son woke up. But it was also Hokey Cokey Day, so we had to take my older son to a club. Don't get home till 9 p.m. Then need to sort bedtime for them. Yeah, while it was great to get the project funded like 2 days before it ended, it was a bit bad timing to do it on that day because we're just in out all day. It's just crazy busy, and then to have to like update things on the Kickstarter page, update people, thank people, it was pretty crazy. But it's Thursday now. The Kickstarter ended an hour ago. I've only just had breakfast, but I have had 2 cups of peppermint tea. The nerves are nervous. Yeah, I'd had really bad insomnia last night, but yeah, the campaign is funded. So I just want to do a quick recap of the campaign before I need to get my son. It's been surreal. I feel like I cannot get proper words out. Like, things make sense in my head and then I say them out loud. I'm like, what? So my campaign was for 3 weeks. If this is your first time seeing me, hi, I'm Kezia. I generally run an Etsy shop with homeware goods, personalized items, but I've just run a 3-week campaign on Kickstarter. It's a crowdfunded format. I've been trying to find a word like that for the last 3 to 4 weeks. So people pledge, people back your project. They can back cash rewards or they can back for a physical item. So I wanted to get sweaters made, pencil cases made. That was my initial goal, which I achieved on Tuesday. And then I had a first stretch goal, which was, so this was for 1400. I don't know if I said that. And then my first stretch goal was for 1650, which was to get tumblers made, which will be in these 3 colors. I unlocked that yesterday. And then my second stretch goal was to get the bookmarks made. So at the end of the campaign, I was £74 away from reaching this goal. However, because it was going so well, I chose to make the tumblers. So the pencil cases and sweaters were available as add-ons from the first day. But I chose to make the sweaters and bookmarks available as add-ons once the campaign was funded. And then the idea was, once these stretch goals are unlocked, people can make those their main rewards. It's a bit confusing if you're not familiar with it. But basically, my campaign has been successful and I've managed to raise an extra £376. So this was done with 62 people backing the project. It's just been really amazing. I need a drink. So on one hand, it's not been amazing because I've had a cold for almost 3 weeks now. I still have remnants of it. It's just made me feel really groggy, low on energy, just meh, just not in the mood for anything, talking to people, nothing. So that's been a really bad timing. But generally, I really enjoy social media. So I've found the campaign okay to do. I found it easy to motivate myself and just keep going because I do social media daily and I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, I'm human. There have been days where I've not wanted to post, I've not wanted to talk about it, I've been fed up of myself, but I've had people in my community cheering me on and sharing the campaign. There's people who shared it every single day. And they just like subconsciously reminded me how important it is to me and how much it means to other people. I think something people don't talk about a lot in small business is you could want something to happen, but you don't realize that there's other people that want it to happen too. So we all go through moments where we're like, oh, I can't be bothered to do that, don't feel like putting in that work, but there's people out there just waiting for this thing, and they're waiting for you to produce this thing. They might not know they're waiting for it, but you know, so you just have to keep going, keep believing in yourself. And I think we regret the things we don't do more than the things we do. If this was not successful, I had a plan B to bring sweaters on pre-order and bring these other items to my shop earlier than they would have come had the Kickstarter been successful. So I always knew they're going to come to the shop. I just really wanted it to work through Kickstarter, because then you end up with extra funds that you could put towards other things, or I can put that towards the rewards and, you know, elevate the packaging that I plan to do for people. You know, I've added freebies, so every person who's pledged for a physical reward, they're noisy, aren't they? is now going to get a free keyring. So yeah, I just feel really proud. I'm so grateful of the support. The whole project was based on these drawings that I sent to Angela, which she's digitized and is putting on the sweaters. These are just some of the backers. There's another like 14 people, so I'm just so grateful. These are samples that Angela did, and I just feel so happy that I've done this. I've wanted to do this for over a year. I think I mentioned here before that I'd mentioned this to a friend, and then they've gone on to do birth flower products in their shop. You know, we're not friends anymore, and our products are completely different, so it's fine. But yeah, they just never expressed to me that they plan to do this, and they never acknowledged, I didn't realize this till after that, they never actually really acknowledged my plans for this. So anyway, tangent, it's just pointless talking about it. But anyway, there have been things along the way that have made me almost not put this into production, and I'm just glad that I didn't let them hold me back. So a mantra that I've said for like the last 2 years is to feel the fear, embrace the fear. I don't own that. It's just something that people have mentioned, they've heard me saying. I didn't even realize I was saying it out loud that often for people to, you know, latch on to it. But yeah, that's my thing. Feel the fear. It's okay to be scared of doing things. That's life. You know, it's like getting a job, getting a different haircut, trying a different outfit, being in a relationship. Life is scary, but you know, things could happen. Anything could happen. You know, get out of your own way. A lot of why my business didn't really work before was because I was in my own way and just talking myself out of things. Go get my kid. I forgot I had that one recording. There's another one going to go up on my phone in a couple minutes. Yeah, if you're running a business, or maybe generally, and you feel things aren't going to plan, things aren't working out, you're a bit stuck, maybe look and see if you're in your own way. You know, it's hard to hear, but it could be why you're having problems. And I feel when things don't go well in my business, it's because I'm in my own way. And it applies to personal life as well. So yeah, write down your plans, share it with people, You know, I've had amazing cheerleaders all the way through this, long before I even knew what products I wanted to do. I've got lots of friends who've done Kickstarters who have helped me massively. People with similar businesses to me that have helped me massively, but there are people with completely different businesses that I would not have expected to be able, would find it relatable, and they've almost helped me more than the people who I expected would. I'm not saying people weren't helpful, I'm just saying that the people who had different businesses often gave me a different perspective. You know, I think we can tell each other the same things over and over and over, but they just gave me a different perspective and helped me to be grounded and see the bigger picture. So I'm so happy to say Born to Bloom is unlocked. Things are going to be made. Not till the rewards won't go out till January, but I really believe that time is just gonna fly. I'm just so happy. I'm literally staring at the list of names and I'm so grateful. It's just really, it's sinking in. I think I could actually by the time a note is here. I really could cry about it. I'm gonna journal about it and talk my husband's ear off again, and my kid, who does not understand but is happy to see the numbers going up because he's into maths. But yeah, if you've supported the campaign in any way, if you've cheered me on from the sidelines and not been able to pledge for anything, I'm also grateful for you. Watch this space. Big things are going. Birth Flowers is about to become my whole personality now. You're not ready. I'm not ready. But yeah, I want Birth Flowers on everything. I want people to feel seen and feel important. I want people to celebrate their individuality. And just bloom and bloom. I'm gonna get my kid now and have some cuddles from him, and I'll see you soon. Morning, looking in the wrong place. Morning, welcome to another vlog. I'm Kezia. I run a shop called Creations by Kezia, where you can get homeware, lifestyle goods, a hip dopamine decor, and all your personalized needs. Welcome to my channel. Here I do vlogs about small biz life, the juggle of running a business alongside parenting, because I have kids around me a lot of the time, but I'm trying to be more consistent with YouTube now that both kids are in school every day. My little one is only in the mornings, but it's every day, so I'm trying to work on content where and when I can. Drinking out of my older son's cup of Minecraft, and it's apple and blackcurrant. I don't even like blackcurrant, but you get so thirsty when you're vlogging. So my phone is on a tripod, so every time I press record it's a bit shaky. I'm waiting for it to settle. So it's been a week and a day since my Kickstarter ended, and I have been in Kickstarter hibernation deliberately, because running a Kickstarter is exhausting. It's the it's the only word for it. It's just constant, and I was constantly sharing it in some way across many social media platforms. When I wasn't doing that, I was making content or speaking to people about the campaign, people helping me behind the scenes with the campaign. So yeah, by the middle, I was exhausted. So I made a conscious decision to just not share any more content about it once it was done, to the point where I didn't even update the Kickstarter page until Wednesday. It's Friday today. Until Wednesday gone, to say it was successful and to thank people, because I just thought I just want a few days. it ended on Thursday. Let me just give it till about Monday, and then I can just let it sink in, give it time in case there's any pledges that don't go through, etc. But by the weekend, one child was sick. He was off school Monday, and Monday morning the other one was saying, I don't feel well. So I'm like, just go in, just try and make it till lunchtime. And I collected him from school, and he was sick at the school gates. So which then led to both kids home until Wednesday. So whether I wanted to talk about stuff or not, I couldn't, because I was just like in mum mode. I did put a couple of things on my Instagram to say like what's going on, and I will update people. So now I've updated people on every platform, but I need to send surveys out at the moment. So the campaign was, I wanted to raise £1,400 to get sweaters made, tumblers made, pencil cases. I've done a few videos about it, so if you're not sure what I'm talking about, just go back and watch those. But I wanted to raise £1,400 as my initial goal. My first stretch goal was £1,650 and my second was £1,850. So I actually raised £1,776, and we were 74 pounds away from reaching the second stretch goal, which I just still cannot get my head around, because there were many points throughout where I didn't even think I'd make the 1,400. There were points where I didn't think I'd even make halfway, because I was constantly like £10 away, £5 away, £3 away, £1 away from just halfway. So it's a serious roller coaster. I highly recommend people do it if you need help with funding things in your business, but just be prepared for it being a roller coaster, and make sure you schedule time off in between. You know, I'll probably do a video with tips after if people want to see that. But yeah, so I've just been resting a lot, journaling a lot. I wish I could have shown you, but I've literally just posted it. I'm part of a traveling journal group, so there's 11 of us. So the idea is everyone starts off their own journal, and then you pass it round to, well, it's passed on to the same person every month, but every month everyone gets someone different's journal, and we add bits to it. I've also done a video about that. I'm not sure if that will be up yet, but I've done a video with behind the scenes of me putting my journal together. So Thursday I just chilled out with the TV and the kid after nursery. Friday I was journaling all day. I had carpal tunnel by the end of the day. My arm was hurting, I couldn't sleep on this arm. Then we went to my mum's for the weekend, continued journaling there because she does journaling as well. Just took over her dining table, but then my son was ill, so just like really attached to me. That was really tiring, because just nothing would console him. And then I've just continued the journaling, because to be honest, the journal should have reached the person I was sending it to by Wednesday the 1st, and my Kickstarter was ending Thursday the 2nd, so I'm about a week and a half late. But the person I'm sending it to is a friend. She knows it's running late. Everyone knows I've been doing a Kickstarter, so I've been given allowance on this occasion. Made you a bit crooked now. I just went on my phone. I made you crooked. So since the Kickstarter's ended, I've just been chilling out, but I've got a couple orders in my shop that I keep forgetting that I need to do, and I need to start prepping a bit more for Christmas, like with Christmas content. So I've reactivated certain Christmas listings in my shop to try and get the SEO going, get it out there, get it seen a bit before the actual Christmas period. But I need to think of, like, I need to go through my content, see what I can repurpose. But I also feel a bit of a blank now, because so many months I've been in Kickstarter mode. Now it's like, what do I do for Christmas? I'm in some groups on Facebook, like wholesaler groups, and I kind of feel a bit like the odd one out, because everyone is doing like UV DTF designs, and I just don't design stuff that way. Everybody's doing the same thing. A lot of it is just not my style. So I just feel, oh, I just feel a bit stuck. So I actually put some questions out in some groups, like, what are people doing that's not this sort of thing, that's not sublimation, just to give me some ideas. But I think I just need to stay in my lane and concentrate on what suits my shop, and also work on promoting the evergreen things I'm having all year, and just elevate my gifting experience, like offer people gift wrapping, gift boxes, things in bundles, gift sets. So any ideas, let me know what you want to see from my shop for Christmas, what you like buying from me, what you like getting or receiving at Christmas from other people. Yeah, so the shop is really quiet. This is unusually quiet for me for September, October, but I've just told myself this is because of the Kickstarter. And I actually had a chat with a friend about this, who's like, her shop is unusually busy for her. And I said, oh, I've only had 2 orders this month, and before the first order I'd not had an order for 5 weeks, and she felt so bad. She's like, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, well, I've had a Kickstarter, you know, I've had 60 plus people back in a Kickstarter, so I didn't really expect sales anyway. I'm fine with it. But now I just need to think of, like, get back into Christmas mode. What do you say? Because this time last year I was offering tester slots, I was doing advent calendars for the first time. I had them in 2 colors to offer. This year there's only 1 color. So, and I feel like I don't really want to do the testers anymore, because I end up with quite a few sales from testers, but then I bring it to the shop and then everybody's already bought it as a tester at a reduced price. So I kind of feel like I want to step away from that and just trust in my judgment and just bring things to the shop. I'm looking at notes. Yeah, and I think we need to remember that. I think it's also this feeling like you have to have something new all the time, and you really don't. You just need to remind people of what is in your shop that is suitable for gifting all year round. And I've really tried to do that this year. I think I've done a good job of reminding people what's in the shop, of talking about a range of products. And I know I could talk about it more, and the Kickstarter showed me that you cannot talk about things too much, because I just felt like, oh, I've said this before, I'm repeating this. But there's someone I follow who's an author. I think she was in like the tech industry, and she's come from Turkey. I think she's lived in the UK for like 20 odd years, and she's just got a book published, and all of her posts are about this book, and it's like the same message. And I just think, you've said that before, but the way she's conveying the message is different each time. So I'm trying to like look at her for inspiration, and I think I did that quite successfully with my Kickstarter, like giving the same message but in different ways. But nobody sees all our content anyway, do they? So, and I actually had a couple people say to me, you're not talking about it enough, I'm not fed up of you yet. And I'm like, but I'm fed up of me. It was just a lot. So I think it's also hard because I've got such a range of products. My mantra throughout the Kickstarter was, it's a lot, and it's a lot again now, but I'm just taking my time. But I've got the eHearts market coming up. That starts in exactly 3 weeks today, which is also my birthday. So I'm just easing myself in. I'm taking my time, because every year new people find me, so they could, you know, buy things that I already have. You don't have to bring new things, but I do want to bring some different birth flower items to the shop that weren't included in the Kickstarter. And I've got the blanks already, so I don't need to think about ordering that. So that's on my list for next week. Let's get the notepad, start writing that down while it's in my head. Plan, eHearts, start, birth flower, items. Right, I think that's about it for now. I need to do a bit of house admin, and I'm gonna have a chat with Angela at From Rose with Love, and I need to eat. I've had like half a pan of chocolate and I need to eat some more, and then we're collecting the kid in about an hour and a half. So I hope you're okay. Let me know what you've been up to. Did you back the Kickstarter? What did you pledge for? Do you run a small business? What are you working on? What are you doing for Christmas? Let me know. Let's have a chat. Tell me in the comments. Oh, happy vlog day. I feel like every new day I start as if it's a new vlog, but I'm just continuing from where I left off. It has been about a week since I've vlogged, so it's just been nothing to show. But I've got 2 orders to work on. I need to send out my Kickstarter surveys, and I need to clear this carnage behind. I'm also working on some new pot designs for the eHearts market. So I started priming some pots over the weekend. Did a rejig of my shelf. Always seem to do that when I'm procrastinating. And I also feel like I just need to fill up my shelves for the coming season. These are all like things for my kids that I need to sort out because their letters are falling off. Couple bits for orders, like personal stuff there. Close up, yeah. So quite a few things to work on today. There's no co-working session this week, so I'm just gonna get my head down. Oh, Love is Blind is on. I know it's like the worst series ever. I've never watched the US ones. I've watched the UK one. Love that. The US one, the series 9, this is really bad, but I'm invested, and there's like 3 episodes left, so I'm going to put that on and get on with my to-do list. My permanent soundtrack on my washing machine. I'm really hoping you can't hear that. I'm having to rewrite my to-do list for, I don't know, I've lost count how many times I've done it this week, because I'm just adding the extra scribbles or I run out of space, and I don't really have time to set my actual journal up. But I have just ordered another journal from the Rebel Jones collection. Becca was running a second sale with her patrons over the weekend. Really proud of her, because this was set up because she kept getting rejected for a bigger second sale. So she took it upon herself to start her own. I think that's amazing. There's no room for you, make your own thing. So she had seconds journals, and so I've been using this one this year. I had her green one that I was going to start next, like September, October, but I've now used that for my traveling journal project, so I won't have that back for about a year. So I was gonna wait till like the eHearts market and see if she had a discount, and I would have ordered it then. But then she had them in the second sale, and she basically said it just had a few scratches on the cover. The journal itself was fine. I was like, I'm just gonna cover it anyway. So I got a good little bargain on that. So hopefully I'll get that within the week, and I can set up some spreads like for November, because the rest of October is just going to continue being scraps of paper. So I'm going to rewrite a to-do list for today, stick on Love is Blind, and I've got 2 hours to get on. Wish me luck. Okay, one order is done. Time to collect the kid. Now from collecting the kid, I've just been non-stop. I'm gonna make a coffee now. My desk was tidy, but I was working, so it's a bit of a mess. Had some sausage roll. I don't know the last time I did work non-stop like this for a couple hours. And this is the point where you remember, oh, I went to bed at nearly 2 a.m, had about 4 hours sleep. So I'm gonna have a coffee now, chill out with the kid, and get this order wrapped up so I can post it later while we meet the older kid from school. Very productive morning. It's so hard to find somewhere good to vlog. I have the tiniest windows in my office. This is the only thing I miss about the last house we lived in. I had a massive window in front of my desk, and I need it for the vlogging, so I'm just constantly moving you around. But it's Friday now, 2 days have gone by. I'm so sorry about all the noise the toddler was making. I don't think we should apologize for life, but he was quite loud. So sorry if you couldn't hear me. I will just show you. Don't trip over the cord. So I finished one order and posted that. Was it Wednesday? Either way, my customer needed it yesterday. I don't know, whatever day I vlogged last, Tuesday or Wednesday. I posted it that day. After realizing I needed to put a coat of varnish over the page. Anyway, tangents. So I've got one more to do. I just need to add a few more, maybe smaller blue butterflies, and then a bit more of the gold, and get that sent out. So I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here, because going forward now, I'm gonna prep for the eHearts market. So that starts in exactly 2 weeks today, which is also my birthday. So going forward now, I'll be doing prep for that. I do need to send my Kickstarter surveys out, but I need to speak to my sweater supplier about stock. So I've emailed them. I'm just waiting for a response from them. The surveys have been drafted. Once they respond to me, I can edit if I need to what I've put in the surveys, and I'll get those sent out. So thanks for your patience with those. I will send them out as soon as I can. Yeah, it's gonna wrap up the vlog here, and the next vlog will be eHearts prep. Well, that's what I'm recording. I don't know if that's what you'll see next, because it could be journaling stuff, it could be a small biz haul, who knows. But thanks for sticking around, and I hope you're okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.